Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Thank you so much for joining me for this Thursday night live so we can get into Married at First Sight. Because last night was an interesting episode. So thank each and every one of you for joining me for this live. Let me speak to y'all because y'all know I don't like to be rude. Hey Terry Swinton. Hey Lisa Lou. Hey Michelle Bird. Hey Kayla. Hey Mrs. A. Hey Sheila. Hey Marva. Hey Danny. Hey yours truly, Kelly. Oh, Kelly, also, I am going to get you that information for the credit fix guy. Hey JB. Hey KT. Hey J Dub. Hey Krista. Hey Cass. Hey Cleopatra Jones. Hey Christian. Hey Gwen. Hey Kenya K. Hey Shirley Charles. Hey Angelica. I'm sorry, Angela. Hey Britannia. Hey Melanie. Hey Christina. Hey Yvonne. Hey Shanice. Hey, Abby. Hey, Jay Smith. Hey, Keisha. Hey, please don't try me. Hey, Straight Cherry. Hey, KB. Hey, Monique. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Shakira. B. Rain. Kayla. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Katie Pop. Hey, Bree. Hey, JoJo. Hey, Tarsha. Hey, Shakira. Omar. Omar, yes, I will check my DM. Omar is like, girl, doing all this speaking, honey. Check this DM on Instagram. I got you, Omar. I'm going to check it. Hey, Joy. Hey, Universe Soul Goddess. Hey, Shamil. Hey, Madonna. Hey, Kay, staying neutral. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Emoji. Hey, Pug Life. Hey, Tink Tink. Hold on, y'all. Let me go on down. Let me make sure that I speak to everyone that I see. Hey, Angel in Disguise. Hey, Raven. Hey, Pretty Amazing. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Disco Sprinkles. Hey, Why Care So Much? Hey, Karina. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Pam Gammy. Hey, Nakia. Hey, Ryan. How are you? Ryan in the house. Shout out to season 13. Hey, Fam You Chic. Hey, Marley. Okay, let's get on into it. Hey, Dez's Diary. Hey, Misha. I'm happy I caught the live from the beginning and it will be playing in the background while driving for Uber since my 60K a year job doesn't pay enough. Okay, let's get into it. Because listen, that's why I'm on this live because I'm like broke. I only make 60K a year, child. So I need to be in there with you. But guess what? For Texas, that might be all right. Hey, Monique. Hey, Apple Charm. Hey, V. Hey, TT. Hey, Jerica. Hey, Forever Brooke. Hey, Felicia or Felicia. Hey, Uno Girl 87 and C Flint. Child, let's get into it. There are 251 of you on this live. Thank you so much for joining me for our Thursday night live so we can talk about all things Married at First Sight. Listen, I also want to ask you if you watch Ready to Love, if you would like to have a Ready to Love live on Saturday, because I have not talked about them all season. I mean, it really ain't nothing to really talk about, but I mean, if y'all want to get into it, then we can get into it. So y'all let me know if you want to do that. But anywho, please y'all like the live on the way into the room. I would really appreciate it so we can get into it. Hey, Deneen. Hey, Bianca. So we can really get into it, y'all. Okay. Because this right here, oh, child, this episode was a fool. Let's go through the couples. Okay. Up in your left hand corner of your screen, we have Isaac, his hairline, Katina, and her wig. Across from them, we have the house husband extraordinaire, Steve, no jobs, and Noy. Down below them, we have mouth almighty Lindsay. And in the other corner, Mark the Shock. Across from them, we have Jasmina. Please communicate with me, even though I don't want you talking to me. And Michael, whatever you say, dear. We have all of these couples right here, and we are getting ready to get into it as we get into it. Child, this whole episode was a fool from Jasmina's attitude to Steve just, telling us, look, I ain't gonna be able to cook and clean like you want me to cook and clean if I don't be at home. Steve, that makes absolutely no damn sense. Okay, now, Steve, I like you. But Steve, you're not making no sense now. Okay. Not you gonna tell her you can't make the eggs like the eggs should be made because you got to go to work. That don't make no sense. Okay. You're giving me manipulation, Stephen. I don't know if your name is Stephen, but you're gonna be Stephen tonight. Stephen, I'm speaking directly to you. That's a whole fool. Michael. Okay. Oh, child, my condolences. Okay, I want to start out with that. Child, my condolences, child. Oh, my condolences. But I mean, Oh, child. Listen, let me just tell y'all this. Hey, two L's, where you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Listen, I just want to say this. Now, I told y'all over on that Patreon when I had that rant, I had posted my unpopular opinion. I was like, ooh, I was kind of scared to post it at first. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get into this because this is what I'm really feeling in my spirit. Now, this was about 2 months ago, or maybe it was like a month ago. Because child, the season have been on so long, child. I just wanted to go away. But I had posted that I felt like you know, I felt like Jasmina was going to be sort of like Alyssa. She's just more aware of the cameras. And I really felt that in my spirit. And baby, it is coming to fruition. Y'all gonna start listening to me. Well, y'all couldn't listen to me because I don't think I said it over here. But I definitely said it over there. And this just not making no sense. The way that she was being so rude to him, rolling her eyes when he was speaking. And then I just saw a tweet from Dr. Viviana. I think she posted it last night, right? And she had posted like a little meme underneath her tweet. And she said something about this is the way I'm looking as Jasmina and Michael abandoned my journaling, task or whatever. Well, let's just say Jasmina abandoned journaling. And shout out to the Speak Your Speech Journal, okay, available on Amazon.com. But anywho, that's just a shameless plug, and that's just a side note. Okay, but Jasmina abandoned the journaling, okay, and Michael appeased her because that's what he does. He never is able to have an original thought because she gonna get an attitude, and then he gonna be scared to say what he needs to say. Child, this is a fool. Thank you for the super chat. Is it Licelote? Am I saying that right? Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Sean. Thank you, Felicia Henry, for the super chat. She said Jasmina needs to get it. If looks could kill, Michael would have been dead multiple times. Absolutely. Because the way she looks at him, I mean, even when he's saying like the simplest things, I'm like, girl, you do not like that man. Okay. And we need to stop pretending like you like him when we know that you do not. Okay. Like, get out of here. You don't like him. You don't like anything about him. He said, what is the thing that you like about me? Well, I like your arms. Girl, if you don't go to hell. Not the arms he built, not the arms that Jack built. Ma'am, you like his arms. Jasmine, I'm not about to play with you. I really am not about to play with you, girl. That is not, you could have looked at him and said something else, but I mean, I guess if you just like his arms, child, because that's all you ever touch. And he's saying you ain't touching him, kissing him, loving him, nothing. So, I mean, there's that. Makeup addict said Jasmina needs some D. Not from Michael, though, because she don't like him. Y'all don't start. Do not start. We just got started. Do not make me scream up and through here. Hey, sunshine and flowers. Ooh, child, she showed on, but she does need some. Michael right now is a glorified roommate, okay? And she is just having him, stay there until decision day so she can say no. And she ain't fooling me. She does not like Michael or anything about Michael. Everything that he does annoys her. They can't have a simple conversation about anything. They probably can't even talk about the weather. We can all clearly see it's hot and it's sunny. She gonna find some kind of way for there to be a 30% chance of precipitation. Like it's gonna be a fool. Like I just don't understand why they have to argue about everything. You know what I said to myself though, y'all, when I was watching? I said, okay, I'm getting ready to fast forward them because they starting to get on my nerves. I don't want to hear you arguing about the same things over and over. C. Logan said Michael tried, but in order to keep the peace, he went along with Jasmina. Absolutely, C. Logan. That's exactly what he did. She was like, no, you're making it seem like it's just your way or the highway. He was like, okay, well, we can do it how you want. I'm like, no, we cannot do it how she wants. We're going to do the task that Dr. Viviana assigned. Okay. She said journal it, and that's what we're going to do. Like, girl, if you don't go on, making this man feel like that. And I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all on that review that he was afraid of her? I said he is just as afraid of her as Mark is afraid of Lindsay. There's some fiery women on this season, baby. Honey, the men don't stand a chance. Do y'all hear me? Not absolutely no chance at all. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I did not mean to do that. Thank you for the super sticker, Shay Bay 22. I tried to put it on the screen, but some kind of way it disappeared, child. I'm like an old lady when it comes to this live. Do y'all hear me? Honey, I be looking at this screen, squinting and whatnot. Lady J said, poor Michael rubs his head because she stresses him the hell out. Yes, he does. And then he tries to remain silent because anything he says can and will be used against him in the court of maths. Okay, so he just try to be just as quiet as possible. And I don't foresee him raising his tone at Jasmina. So I'm gonna continue to say that I do not feel like when she told us about that whole situation unfolding, with him fussing and arguing with her and getting loud, I don't believe that. That's not how he's operating now. So I can't see why off camera he would be totally different. Something just ain't right, child. The math ain't math. Grace Bay, thank you. Alyssa still haunting the building. According to Lindsay, her and Alyssa are close friends. Oh, yeah, y'all, did y'all hear that? When Lindsay said on the after party, she said that Alyssa still comes to the apartments frequently. I'm so happy that they were like, no, we are not going to film you. Like, you can hang out at the pool or whatever it is you're doing during the day, girl, but you will not be on this camera. Like, girl, if you don't go away, why are you still hanging around? Just crazy. Sean said, Monique King, hey there. I've taken a little YouTube LOA. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sean is doing his own thing right now. Monique said, to me, she always has the tone and attitude. He's been keeping calm and trying to work with her. She annoys me. Well, honey, listen, you better speak your speech. And let me tell you something. Nothing's wrong about that comment. I see no lies detected. And I think people were giving her a pass because she's pretty. But let me tell you this, just like my grandmother always told me, honey, you can be pretty on the outside, but if you're ugly on the inside, then that makes you ugly. And you're starting to become less and less attractive every episode. And at first I was thinking, is her attractive factor going backwards? But I mean, when you behave this way, I mean, it's pretty hard to see the pretty. You have got to stop treating, yes, Michael has his flaws. I don't want us to stop and think that Michael is innocent. He's not doing anything to contribute to the foolishness. They both have things to work on. But she is giving insufferable at this point. Raven said, Mike is actually the brother Jasmina always wanted. She can't stand him like a sibling. Raven, she can't stand him. Oh, Michael, honey. Oh, child, she hate everything about him. Rennie Den said, Jasmina don't even like the way Michael breathes. She hate everything about him. That boy said, she doesn't touch me. She doesn't kiss me. I'm just letting her take the lead. Well, honey, if you're letting her take the lead, you're never going to get touched. And I do mean absolutely never. The most she touched him was at Jasmina's gym. And I'm confused because I was like, okay, I felt like she was kind of warming up when she did the whole gym thing. And then here we are on this episode, and you're going into the hallway with your socks on for what? I didn't even hear what she said in that hallway, child. I was like, girl, if you don't shut up, I ain't got time for this because this right here is some foolishness. And you just saying any old thing just to be saying something, child. I don't have time. I really don't. But let's talk about Michael and I'm not Michael, Mark and Lindsay real quick. They didn't really give us much this episode, except Lindsay calling Dr. Viviana Viv. When that woman called Dr. Viviana, she was like, it's just really hard, Viv. I'm like, you know what? Lindsay gonna get somewhere and kick up her shoes and relax her feet and party on down to the escape beat if she don't do nothing else. Lindsay, you don't know Dr. Viviana. Girl, not Viv. Oh, child. Lindsay, I know you be watching these reviews and I know you be watching these lives, girl. So I'm speaking directly to you, Lindsay. Stop being rude. Okay? You ain't never gonna get it how you want to get it if you keep being rude. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Shout out to In Vogue. Girl, you're not gonna get nothing the way you talk about Mark. And Mark, okay, because I just gotta give you a little something too, because I'm gonna have to give you some critiquing as well. Mark, you're not a 14-year-old boy. Okay. If you're going to dip your foot in the pool, then put your whole damn body in there. Okay. Do you want to or you don't want to? Because I mean, quiet as it's kept. If somebody was sleeping with me and then all of a sudden didn't want to sleep with me, then was sleeping with me, then didn't want to sleep with me, I might have an attitude too. So, Mark, do you want to make hot, lovely relations with your wife or not? Okay, because Lindsay getting on my nerves because she mad because you won't do whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. And oh child, but they put that candy thong on you and all that. It's just too much. It was just too much for me. Honey, I can't. I just cannot. I just need the two of them to get it together. Hey, 2Ls, thank you for the super chat. She said, I need Lindsay to buy a bra and maybe it will lift her spirits. Girl, goodbye. Those sandbags are killing me. Girl, goodbye. Not buy a bra to lift her spirits. Child, let me put this on the screen. I'm not about to play with you. 2Ls. You done came back with the foolishness. Oh, honey, that is funny too. Me. Wait a minute, I have another super chat. Thank you, Dariah. Isaac is insufferable. Katina, that man showed he doesn't even care enough to put on clean drawers. She ain't got to settle for that. That's just nasty. It sure is nasty, Dariah, and you are absolutely right. He don't care enough about his damn self and then trying to make sure he measures where she is as a woman. Boy, if you don't shut up, boy, goodbye. Oh, my goodness. Yes, and Lindsay does need to get her girls and lift them up. She need to lift her girls up. I'm done with y'all. Amanda said, I can't recall the last time I saw someone so rude as Lindsay. I can't stand rude people. Amanda, me either. And it was just blatantly rude. She was like, so how's your love life? I mean, it's dead. It sucks. I mean, I thought he could handle me, but he can't. Lindsay, you ain't hitting on nothing in that bed, baby. I can almost guarantee you ain't hitting on nothing in that bed. Child, please stop acting like he needs to get on your level. Please stop that. Okay? Honey, anybody that put on kitten heels, I just can't trust it really. I can't really trust it. So, honey, until I see you without your kid, until I see you sans kitten heel, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Them little Easter dresses you be wearing. Girl, let me tell you something. It'd be different if you was a hot mama. Honey, coming in giving the zhuzh that should be given. But you're Lindsay and there's that. So please be nice to Mark the Shock and Mark. Piss or get off the pot, honey, and take Lindsay somewhere and y'all stay with them ball gags and get yourself together, child. Keisha said, Lindsay really thinks she is that girl. Like she's an it girl talking about she's used to dating men with means. Didn't you hear her say that? I said, okay, Lindsay, you starting to get on my nerves because this is the thing. Somebody told me he was a manager at Chick-fil-A now. I'm speaking of Mark. Now, this is all alleged because I don't know if this is true or not. Hold on, let me make sure I put that banner down there, child, because I don't need no problems. I don't know how true it is, but people were saying that he's now a manager at Chick-fil-A. Now, I don't know how much managers at Chick-fil-A make. I don't know if he's still getting the 60 over at the gym and then getting the 45 over at the, I don't know. But child, I guess he's trying to make her feel better about his income. But I don't know why she keep putting down his income, girl. You could have had Steve. Steve said he gonna stay home. Maybe Steve working from the house, honey. Ooh, child. K Wu 10 Designs. I bet Lindsay is very aggressive and controlling in bed, and Mark wants slow and steady, okay? Because that does win the race and whatnot. You see how she was with those sex toys trying to break Mark's teeth. He was like, "You pushing up and get my teeth." I'm like, oh, child, cut. I was like, cut. Take the gags out. Cause she trying to choke him to death, child. Ooh, honey. I bet she be giving all kinds of directions. And it's just a mess. And then when he said what was her favorite position, and she was like on top. Cause I just, realized where the spot was. I'm like, oh girl. Like I've never seen, you know what? This is what it is. Lindsay is one of those people that always lets everybody know that she knows all things about everything at all times. Oh, those shoes? Yeah, I had a pair of those shoes when I was 10. Oh, you're moving over on that side? I lived on that side for about 10 years and then 5 years in Paris. Oh, yes, I speak fluent French. Absolutely. Oh, we're going to the Dominican Republic? Oh, people used to think I was Dominican. That's before I went blonde. Shut up, Lindsay. Shut up. It's like you know everything and all things at all times. And just be quiet. Okay? Just be quiet, girl. Krista said the gag ball needs to stay in Lindsay's mouth 24/7 and tell her to sit. Baby, they put that in there specifically for Lindsay, but they tried to give them two of them so it didn't look too bad. They was like, we're gonna give one for Mark and one for Lindsay. But quiet as it's kept, both of them was for Lindsay, and they ain't fooling me. When Tay Talk says Lindsay talks about her old sexual escapades too much, I wouldn't want to sleep with her either. She sure does. She does talk about it quite a bit. Okay. Bet to you says Mark is a selfish lover. Well, according to Lindsay, he is. But I will say this in Lindsay's defense. You will not sex me and then disappear for 2 weeks and then come on back and then disappear for 2 weeks. And also when she said, he was giving her that wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and went on to the gym. I hope he showered before he went out there selling them gym memberships and whatnot, child. Ooh. But anywho, that's just a side note. But I can see him being a selfish lover, but I don't see how he can be selfish because she's gonna be telling him everything to do. I don't think he gets I don't think he's able. Child, she probably tell him when it's time, okay? When it's time to reach the climax, we're about to do it now, Mark, okay? Because last time you went too fast, we're gonna do it at the same time. Girl, girl, hush. Straight Cherry said, well, I'm confused. If she's not satisfied by him, then why she's so pressed to have the relations? That's a good point. You know what? That's suspicious. You're right about that. Child, that's why I said, girl, she ain't hitting on nothing in that bed. Child, she can try to make me believe she hitting on something in that bed. Child, she ain't hitting on nothing in that bed. Absolutely nothing, okay? There are 637 of you on this live. Well, 45 of you now. Please hit the like button for me. Do something nice for somebody, okay? Because I'm watching Married at First Sight every single Wednesday night for you all and, giving you great detail and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of laughter. However I say it, y'all. I'm giving y'all something. So please like this live. And even if you don't want to like the live, you can dislike the live. Engage with the chat. Something. Just help a sister out, okay? Please do not go treating me like Elijah one is treating Katina. I don't want to have to cry because I'm just not in the mood for it today. I just really ain't in the mood for it to be crying. So please just go on like the live. Kenya said, with all those cats, you think Mark know how to handle some. Oh, baby. I have got to read before I put these things on the screen. Child, I have got to read before I put these things on the screen, honey. Oh, child, let me get this one off. Oh, Kenya, you crazy, girl. Mm-mm. Sean said the thought of Lindsay hunching. Okay. Come on. Y'all, please stop. I'm trying not to holler. If you are new here, then welcome. They make me holler every live. Okay. If this is your first live, thank you so much for joining. Okay. This is some unorganized chaos. And we like to have a good time over here on this channel. We are talking about Mark and Lindsay. We are having a shady moment in the chat. So please get your shade on, honey. It is perfectly all right. Just please remain respectful of each other and no profanity in the chat. Now, let me go back over to what Sean is talking about because, child, the thought of Lindsay hunching. I don't know why hunching is so funny to me. Oh, I'm childish. Okay, let me get myself together, child. I'm not about to play with you, Sean. And moving all over the place, I can't unsee it. Child, let me tell you how I knew there's someone right in that bed. When she had that ball gag in her mouth and she just started grinning. What are you laughing about? It's giving childish. Okay. Like, girl, it's giving you ain't hitting on nothing. So please leave Mark alone so y'all can get yourselves together. Because really, y'all don't really have an issue if she would just listen more and talk less and allow Mark to actually talk at all. Then I think they would be fine. Child, this is a whole fool. Oh, honey, that is so funny. Cheryl Ray said, oh, yeah, at the after show, I thought she was wearing her Grams bra. I don't even remember how she looked on the after show. I can't remember. Hey, B Stoke Styling. Girl Gone Shopping said Lindsay looks like she's into weird in bed. That explains why Mark's always looking so shocked. He's still trying to digest. He's still trying to digest it. He does look shocked, honey. It's giving Sharknado. She coming to bed like Sharknado, child. Y'all know them Sharknado movies. She with Mark the Shark, but she's giving Sharknado. Lindsay, stop it. Okay? I'm not about to play with you. Sydney said, why did Mark slide in Alyssa's DM? That's the real tea. Baby. And let me tell you something. Now, in Lindsay's defense, yet again, Mark, if you married to me and I don't like the heifer, then you don't like the heifer. Or else you don't come home to me. That's how that works. Okay? Because we are one. We are a unit. Okay? Like you don't like her and I don't like her. Then why are you in the DMs? Like, this ain't making no sense to me. But, I mean, she was kind of touching Chris's legs ever so on that after party. So I guess he felt like, listen, you being extra friendly with Chris, I'm going to be extra friendly with Alyssa. Then when she dropped the tea that Alyssa was coming over to the apartments all the time, I'm like, really and truly, I don't feel like she got to worry about Mark and Alyssa because I do not think Mark is Alyssa's type. First of all, where's the tattoo? No, I'm just kidding. Second of all, he ain't the one, baby. The physique is not what she would want. So that's not what she gonna go for, child. So we ain't got to worry about that. Kirby said, no real man will put a ball gag in his mouth and wear panties. Baby, it was a part of the assignment, Kirby. I'm trying to give Mark some grace. It was a part of the assignment, okay? He just went on along with it because he lets Lindsay run all over him, okay? Why did Mark slide in Alyssa's DMs? That's the real tea. We already said that. 86 Miss Hazel Eyes said Lindsay is not that girl. Absolutely not. Amari said Lindsay is too masculine. It turns him off. That's a good point, Amari. You're right. You are absolutely right. Because she probably did. And then she always keep it hot in there. Because remember when they were on the honeymoon and she put the thermostat on hell? Honey, he's sweating and he got to do everything you say to do sexually. And no. Sheila said, if you got men's with means, then why are you still single, girl? Absolutely. And when she was like, I'm used to the men wooing me. I'm like, okay, they wooed you, but did they wife you? No. What? Absolutely not. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I ain't think so. Girl, if you don't be quiet, honey, don't nobody want to hear about that. And did y'all hear when Jasmina said the streets were still calling? She was like, yeah, I miss dating. Here go Katina. Katina, I'm speaking directly to you. Talking about, I don't miss dating. I really like being a spouse. Your man is not acting like he has any sense, Katina. You should be the main one saying you miss dating. Oh, child, just miss being free. Child, oh my goodness. Diana said, yes, my cousin saw him at the Chick-fil-A in Brockton. He's the store manager. Oh, child, now that's with an exclusive. Shout out to Diana or Diana. I want to make sure I pronounce it right. Girl, thank you for that little tea. Okay, so Mark does indeed work for the Chick-fil-A. Child, now she shamed him into getting another job. What they paying over there at the Chick-fil-A to be a manager? Child, let me find out. ECM Sings said Lindsay was flirting with Chris earlier on an after party because she was jealous Mark was answering Alyssa's DMs. They will forever be messy. And listen, you know what I also noticed? Not only is Lindsay a permanent staple over there on the after party, shout out to Keisha Knight Pulliam, she is also always contradicting things that Mark says when he's on the after party. I'm like, which one of y'all lying and which one of y'all telling the truth? Because sometimes when Mark gets on there, he's like, no, that didn't happen. No. Like I didn't have sex with her on that day. No, we didn't eat here. And then Lindsay is saying something totally different. So I don't know who lying. Diane said, I heard that also because to own one, you have to manage first. Oh, yeah, I did hear that. Okay, so Monique said Chick-fil-A make bank. That's the Lord's chicken. Praise the Lord, honey. And they closed on a Sunday. So she probably be telling her he working. This Chick-fil-A is open on Sundays, just so he can be away from the house. Yeah, we're open. Okay, we're not closed. Yeah, we're open. Absolutely on Sundays. Diane James said, I heard that about him too. AW said Steve is going to make sure you get a hot meal when you get home. AW, let's transition. I'm happy you said something about Steven. Child, let's skip on past this. Steve and Noy. What y'all feel about Steve saying that Noy is not going to get the meals the way the meals should be gotten if he go to work? Not even if he does a 9 to 5, just if he works. I just want to know what y'all feel about that because I've been saying what I feel about Steve these past 10 weeks, and people are like he's a secret millionaire. He's an heir to a throne. He's sitting on top of money. He got racks on racks on racks. He got money. Okay, he just don't want her to know. But no, Steve lazy. Steve is lazy. Steve does not want to work. He wants to be a house husband. Okay. He's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's not work. Even if it is the freelancing, he ain't trying to do that. So I don't understand exactly what's happening. Like I don't know what he's doing, but I know that Noy is not feeling, confident in what he's doing. But this is my thing to Noy. Noy, you said you loved the man after 3 days and he ain't had no job then. So I'm just trying to figure out, girl, if you're gonna say you want to love the man, then you're gonna have to take him and them eggs that he make over easy, but they supposed to be scrambled. You're gonna have to take that too. I don't want to hear nothing about it. MJL 2003 said Steve lazy as hell. That would be such a good couple if he wasn't. He lazy. And this is the thing. I think what y'all are misconstruing when I say he's lazy is that y'all think I'm saying, he doesn't have the capability to make $1 million. No, I know that he has the capability to make a million gazillion dollars. Yes, okay. But Steve can communicate everything else except to his wife that he does not want to work. Just tell her straight out, I don't want to work. I said what I said and I ain't changing it. Just tell her that. But don't be sitting up here hemming and hawing talking about some are you sure? Because I'm not gonna be able to cook and clean like I can cook and clean. Now, when he said that, I was waiting on Dr. Viviana to come in and say, "Now, Steve, that's some bull." She didn't say nothing. She said, "Okay, so, um, Noy, how would you feel if he were to be a house dad or a house husband? Noy was looking at her like, girl, I know you in line. Baby, she was looking at Dr. Vivian. I'm sorry, Viv. She was looking at Viv like, girl, quit playing with me. Do not play in my face, honey. That ain't happening. Amanda said, but if he can put his bank where his mouth is good for him, he can come take care of my house while I work. But he ain't doing that though, Amanda. He ain't saying nothing. Like, Wait a minute. Hold on. Nina said, hold on. Nina said, Steve stocked his nuts. Give him a little grace, Misha. Honey, I don't know what's going on with his nuts and whatnot, but I know that he refuses to get him up and get him ready to go to work. Oh, child. I'm not about to play with y'all. Oh, honey. They ain't going to work. I know that. Oh, child. London said, yeah, he confused the heck out of me. Freelancing is one thing. Stay at home and chill is another. Hell no. Absolutely. Absolutely, London. Baby. Oh, he said he wanted to stay at the house. I say, oh, I can't wait to hear what they gonna say on this live about Steve, baby. Steve say he about to stay at the house. Do y'all hear me? Hold on, I see I have some super chats. Let me try to get to him. Steve said, I ain't working. Steve said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Oh, child, that's crazy. Steve said, I ain't working. I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. Okay, wait a minute. 2 L's. Thank you for the super chat. Steve is me. Them eggs ain't gonna be egging. And the clothes and the clothes ain't gonna get folded if I'm working too. Steve's speaking the working woman anthem. Okay. But this is the thing. He should have never promised her that he was gonna go do some photography and whatever. What he gonna take? I guess he gonna take pictures of the clothes he folding, child, and the eggs he making. I don't know what's happening. But all I know is, Steve, you better get your out there and get a job. Okay. You better do something. I ain't playing with you. Nakia said, Noy gonna change her mind. Thank you for the super chat, Nakia. I'm sorry, I'm so rude. Noy gonna change her mind about Steve being a stay-at-home dad once she sees how much childcare for those 3 kids costs. Baby, let me tell you something. I was legit paying $2,000 a month before my son became school age. Two $2,000 a month? And that was before the world lost its mind. Okay. Like my rent was not even $2,000 a month. And all of a sudden, I'm paying $2,000 for him to go and scream somewhere else for 8 hours. I was like, oh my gosh. And then, child, the school was offering daycare or whatnot, but I don't. They were having like young kids watching the children, and I was like, nah, I think I'll pass. Okay, I'll just pay the 2K, child, because I didn't want to pay the 5. But you're right; she might change her mind after that. But the way Steve is articulating it, that ain't gonna work. Cause him looking at her and saying, I'm not gonna cook and clean as good. Steve, y'all are in a 2-bedroom apartment, and you with them strobe lights that you got over there at that 1-bedroom apartment, y'all are gonna be fine. Okay, y'all can't be making that much of a mess. If something is tearing up, it's gotta be sushi. So put sushi wherever sushi need to go, and y'all will be all right. Okay, y'all can alternate days cooking or whatever y'all need to do, but that's not good enough. Mm-mm. Trini said, why is Steve acting as if couples where 2 people work don't eat nor have a clean house? That's what I was trying to figure out. I said, Steve, Steve, you starting to sound like a manipulator now. Now I like you, but that right there don't make no sense. That don't make absolutely no sense, and you are not making sense. And then, I think Noy doesn't want him to take the love back. So she's all like, no, I don't want it. I don't like it. I'm like, Noy, you need to turn into Noisy. Okay. Girl, tell him. Hell no, Steve. I don't like that. Okay. I don't want to do that, honey. I would be like, you know what, Viv? Okay, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. Cut the cameras. Me and Steve need to have a one-on-one. And then after we have our heart-to-heart conversation, what are y'all doing in this shared apartment all day? He's not going anywhere, and you work from home. Y'all have all the time in the world to talk about what needs to be talked about. Like, that's crazy. KT says, Steve should not be a husband. He wants to be a kept man. He sure does. And she said, I want to have a 2-income household. And there is nothing wrong with that. She didn't say she wanted him to be at home or her to be at home and not work. She's willing to work as well. She just wants him to do something. Like, I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I was like, what is happening here? Hold on. I love when Misha cracks herself up. Oh, child, and I'll do it in a minute, honey. Do y'all understand how many times I got to edit a review? That's why they be coming out in the middle of the night. Because by the time I get through hollering about what I think is funny, I got to go back and take that whole part out. I'm like, girl, you are really crazy, child. You going to crack yourself up if you don't do nothing else. B. Rain, thank you for the super chat. She says, Steve say he ain't bringing nothing to the table. He just cleaning it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Baby, he gonna clean the table. He ain't bringing the table, but he gonna clean it. Child, that is a fool. Angel in disguise said, just show the bank statement, Steve. That's it. Just show us your bank statements. Honey, you ain't even got you could have stood there and pretended like Gil did last season when he was showing Mirla the bank account over in the Swiss Alps. Just point to your phone and say, I have this much. And put some kind of random number on it, y'all. We're not gonna know the difference. But please shut us up, okay? Because we got a whole full-on debate going. Some of us think you're a secret millionaire. Not I, said the cat. And then some of us think you lazy. Okay. And then you have those in between that's like, it's okay, take a break. Take a break. He can always come back a little later. Steve has taken a break. Okay. We're in the real world now. Okay. Steve has taken a 4-month hiatus. That is fine. I'm not saying go into a cubicle and put on your suit and tie and sit there and be miserable and wait for the clock to strike 5. I'm not saying that. But Steve is not even going out to get the freelancing jobs that he can get. And he said, do you not think I'm able to get money? Child, I don't know. I don't know. No, we don't. No, we don't. We absolutely don't think you're able to go out and get money because you ain't going out to get no money. And she even said, well, we think you can go out and get money, but I mean, I don't see it. Like, as long as I've known you, I haven't seen anything. Yeah, because he's skating around in them socks, wondering if you overcooking his noodles and whatnot. Sean said, why is he mentioning all these household chores? This savings Steve has must be unlimited. Gotta be. Because I've never seen a savings that you don't have to replenish. Maybe he is a secret. Maybe we need to put him on a Netflix show, The Secret Millionaire, where girls try to date you, not knowing. So you can come on. Okay, you know what? If they steal my idea, y'all heard it here first. They can pitch a show where the man comes to find a wife, or somebody to date. Child, let's not marry him, okay? Because every time we get a show and they got to get married, it's some foolishness. He comes to find a girlfriend, a potential mate, okay? He's dating them, and then he tells them that he's homeless. Okay, I want to date you, but I ain't got nowhere to take you. They date him, and if they love him for who he is, then they find out in the end that he's a secret millionaire. If not, you go home, and then at the reunion, you find out you fumbled the bag. How about that? Because this right here is telling me that Steve don't want to do nothing, honey. He just don't want to do nothing. Disco Sprinkle said, I would ask Dr. Viv, does your man have a job? Be careful how you answer that. Absolutely. Because she was just sitting there like, well, what about him being a house husband? Is that okay? And listen, okay, this is the thing too, because we know we're equal opportunity over here on this channel. If you have a man that wants to stay at home and you've worked out the logistics of you being the one that works and him being at home, because I think Lindsay even said that she would like to be the working one and that Mark could stay home and take care of the kids and the cats. I think Lindsay is the one that said that. But if you work that out, that's fine. But she's telling you, I don't want it that way. Like, I'm not trying to stay at home and I don't want you to stay at home. He's not really listening to her fear. She has a fear of not having enough money. Now, once he listens to her fear and he understands, hey, me just being so like fluff with my answers and saying I want to stay home so that I never get another batch of overcooked noodles, that's not helping her. Let me articulate what I feel. Just like you do with everything else, Steven. Get it together. Omar said, I bet he run to work when 3 kids. I bet he run to work when 3 kids come. She gonna be searching high, low, and side to side. He definitely gonna be running, baby, running right on out that apartment or home, wherever they stay. Kenya said, in my Kinta voice, Steve got money. I really think he does. And is gauging if Noah is a ride or die before revealing the amount. I don't know, Kenya. He don't give me that. He don't give me that. He just don't give me that. He might, but it's just something about it that just ain't, it's just not telling me that he thinks that way. I just think that he wants to do what he wants to do. Cause then is his dad in on it? Cause if your own daddy call you a vagabond, then he gotta be in on it too. Tiffany said he needs to show Noy a concrete plan with actual numbers so she can feel secure. Not talk about his impeccable cleaning skills. What good is a clean apartment if y'all get evicted? Honey, be sitting on the side of the curb talking about what we gonna eat for dinner. These rocks, honey, because we're homeless. Okay, it's giving outside. Child is giving fresh air 24 hours a day, and I don't want it. Okay. I don't want the fresh air. But then y'all know what Steve gonna do. He gonna put her in that van and he gonna take her to a beach and they gonna have somewhere to stay inside that van, honey. Child is a whole fool. Lillian said he developed an app. He's probably not ready to share that he is probably a millionaire. Now just pause for a second. Whatever app it is, he needs to just reveal whatever it is that's going on. If you invented an application, Steve, please make your wife aware so that she knows exactly what's going on, honey, because it's just not working as it is right now. Sade said, "Listen, you had me laughing at the job when I heard you singing those songs about Steve and Noy. Girl, that's the only thing that could come to mind when she said she wanted him to work. All I could think about was Rihanna, and then for Steve, all I could think about was Cardi, honey, because he got his ring on, but child, all he gonna do is cook and clean, and that's that on that. Hold on, I got another super chat. Thank you, Yvonne, for the super sticker. The chat is moving very fast. So if you're sending me a super chat, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jenny, for the super sticker. And I'm trying to get to them, but sometimes they make it all the way to the top and then I'm not able to put it on my screen. So I'm going to make sure that I read the comment and, make sure I address it. And thank you so much for that. I really appreciate y'all. Yes, Stony Candace, $2,000 for daycare. And that was for one child. But let me tell you why it was $2,000. Because I wanted to make sure they had cameras. They had to have cameras. I had to be able to look in. I had to make sure that my kid was okay during all times of the day. I always wanted to watch him during nap time because, honey, people strange. Okay. People are very strange. And I just wanted to make sure I could keep my eye on him. I was a first time mom. My nerves were bad. So yeah, but do you want to put your baby in the hood daycare, child? Woo, ooh, honey, that's a whole nother animal, okay? Shamika Love said, I just can't live with a man chilling at the house all day while I'm at work, whether that's from home or in the office. That's me too, Shamika. I feel the exact same way. Like I need to see some type of motivation. Like do something. Okay. Let's see if we can move on from Steve and Noy. Did we say everything about Steve and Noy? Steve kind of rubbed some people the wrong way this episode. They started to look at him a little bit differently, especially when he said, he wanted to stay at the house and whatnot. Ooh, child. Hold on. I just saw, oh, child is chat. Thank you, Andrea, for the super sticker. Hold on. 2 L's. I saw that you sent a super chat. Hold on. Here we go. Noy's voice goes from babyish to grownish whenever Steve and Money are brought up in the same sentence, doesn't it? And then she seems like she has her wits about her. Because any other time, it's like she's confused and her head is in the clouds. And I'm like, Nora, you okay? Like she acts like, what's a body shot? Girl, no, she asked this man what a body shot was. What it sound like, girl? It's a shot that you take off the body. You wearing these wigs and playing 90 Day Fiance and whatnot, but you don't know what a body shot is? Girl, goodbye. I do not have time for this. I really do not. I ain't got no time to play with. I do not have no time for this. Hold on. Omar said, "Oh hell no, not $2,000 a month. Little man will be making videos. Little man will be making videos for Mama Misha to working at $2,000 off. Ooh, he be telling the kids, moving forward. Now she's trying to put my baby to work on the YouTube streets, honey. At 1 year old, child. Oh, honey. Well, other kids have done it. And my son is trying to start himself a YouTube channel, child. So I'm gonna need y'all to go on over there to support my baby and get him to 1,000 subscribers, child. He ain't gonna be talking about nothing but video games. Oh, honey, that's funny to me. He is gonna have to help a sister out though, because I'm a single parent, child. You gonna have to help me. What's wrong with the man working from home? He's working. Oh, child, what happened? Hold on, it went away. Dana said, what's wrong with the man working from home? He's working, making the money, saving that gas. Oh, nothing wrong with him from working at home. We want working is the operative word. He ain't even doing that, Dana. He just at home. We ain't got no problem with him working from home. Please work from home. Work, child. Please work. Future said, I have a friend whose husband is a stay at home dad. Their children are in school all day. And I have to side eye when she is the one picking up the kids and taking them to appointments, cooking, dinner, etc. Like, okay. So, what are you doing? Like, if you're not going to be doing anything, then you might need to find something else to do. Like, child, what is wrong with you? Okay, moving forward from Noy and Steve, because we're gonna stay divided, but it's a fun debate. Okay, we all debating. Does Steve have the coinage or does Steve not? Now, if he show up to the reunion like Gil did in his red bottoms and his Cartier wristwear and all that, then we'll know that Steve's sitting on a little coin. But Steve, please tell your wife something. Okay? Please, for the love of God. Sunshine and flowers, thank you for the super chat. My husband retired after 30 years and I still got attitude every morning because because I gotta go to work. It is a little bit of jealousy too, because you feel like, dang, I gotta go to work and you get to just sit around. I don't like that. Trust me, I understand. Mrs. C said he needs an organized activity that is 3 times a week to please Noy if she doesn't want to work. Well, if he doesn't want to work. Yeah, he gonna need something. Something to just see him being productive. If he's productive and she sees that, I think then she'll back off. Hey, Marcia. Amari said, if it were me, I wouldn't disclose my finances on TV. Me either. I'm child, but I mean, y'all already know, honey. I wouldn't disclose absolutely nothing. Child, you get nothing. Okay. Here we go. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on to, okay, y'all tell me, do y'all want to head on over to Katina, Isaac, and Katina's wig? Or do y'all want to go on over to Jasmina and Michael? It seems like we kind of talked about Jasmina and Michael, but y'all let me know in the chat which one y'all want to do. Here we go. Let me look. Y'all tell me if y'all want to move on to I'm sorry, Isaac and Katina and Katina's wig, or if y'all would like to move on to something else. Move on to Jasmina and Michael. Okay, Katina, Jasmina. Oh, child. Okay, wig. Gone wig. Gone wig. Okay, Lillian said yes. So she don't care which one it is, just yes. Katina and Isaac. Some people saying Jasmina, that wig. Save Katina and Elijah one for last. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's just save Katina and Elijah one. Let's go on and go to Jasmina because they really wasn't talking about nothing, but they was just fighting for no reason. So let's just go and go over there to them. We're gonna now talk about Jasmina and Michael. Look how she playing in his beard. That's the only, she made sure she got a long tooth comb too. Child, not you gonna play in his beard with that pick, honey. She hate touching him. Y'all see? Child, even the comb gotta have long handles on it. You hear me? Child, she don't want nothing to do with it. She hates him, honey. Oh, child. She can't stand it. Kenya said, unpopular opinion. I think O is misunderstood and phrased his frustrations wrong. Kenya, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree because you know why? Isaac looked, see, and we're not even gonna see, let's not even get on Isaac right quick. But this is what I just want to say real quick before we move on. He looked directly at Katina having a breakdown. He did not correct himself. And then he argued with Dr. Viviana about his views. So I think that if he were just wording it wrong, maybe Dr. Viviana would have corrected him. But she was even like, I don't know why you acting like, what is wrong with you? Like, stop. Just stop it. Okay. So I just don't, I don't know. He know what to say and he know how to say it. He just like to be rude and he like to treat his wife like crap. And he ain't fooling me. Child. I'm like, honey. What? two, two L's. Two L's. I'm about to block you. Not Jasmina's hands. Girl, not this hand emoji. Oh, child, y'all get me every Thursday. Oh, honey, I'm hollering. Child, not that hand emoji, because that's exactly how Wait a minute. I gotta go on mute. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Oh, I gotta holler about this emoji. Oh, child. Okay, I'm back. Oh, two L's. Oh, two L's. You about one L away from being blocked. I'm not, I'm not about to play. Oh, girl. Okay, what was what? y'all, y'all know I'm too goofy for this. Oh, her name is Annalisa. Jasmina thinks that she is such an excellent communicator, but she shuts down all the time. She's not communicating a thing except she wants to communicate. If you don't shut it up, you are not communicating. When she said, just talk to me, I said, oh my God, okay. Not just talk to me again this week. Jasmina, he can't talk to you because you don't like anything that he says. And if he says it, he's saying it the wrong way. If he says it in a certain, tone, then you're like, you're giving a tone. You're just giving a tone. He can't win. So I don't, even when he was sitting there saying, and another thing, yeah, I think maybe we should journal, and then we can just show our journals. So I'm not journaling. I don't see the need for me to journal. Why can't you just talk? Girl, okay. I really don't. I don't have time for this. I really don't. You're not making any sense. Why do you want a man to talk to you that you don't like to hear talk? Girl, that is nuts. Like something's wrong with you. Cheryl said they were sitting in bed and they could at least be physical, cuddle each other, hold each other's hands, something. And then it's so strange because the very first night of meeting each other, they got in the bed and she put on her headscarf and she was ready to cuddle. So what is the difference now? I'm not understanding. I guess because he talked too much, child. I don't know. I really don't. Zamiria said, "Hey, Zamiria, Jasmina and Michael are the same. Her friend told her she don't like taking accountability. She's so annoying at this point. She really is, and I just wish it would just go away. Like I'm telling y'all, when I was watching this episode, I was like, oh my god, they are back with Jasmina and Michael. We don't want to talk. We don't want to see these fights in a circle. Please, I don't want to keep seeing this." Monique said, "Any other woman would beg her man to be willing to journey." Listen, I had my soon to be ex-husband got pissed because I told him to write down the grocery list. Sir, every time I send you there for something, you come back with Cocoa Puffs and almond milk. I asked you to get onions, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham. You came back with all the wrong damn things. He got mad because I asked him to write a grocery list. Do y'all hear me? But she mad because the man said he want a journal. I don't want a journal. And y'all know what? I started to be petty and go off in Jasmina's DMs and say, I could ship you a speak your speech journal. Child, I start to DM her so good and say, Jasmina, for the low, low price of my sanity, I will send you and Michael a journal. Okay. And if you want to, you can tell me to go to hell respectfully. But girl, this is ridiculous. Like, girl, get it together or leave it alone. MJL said, I think Alyssa's personality is contagious because Jasmina wasn't acting like a B word before she was actually being nice. This is the thing, MJL. She actually was being overshadowed by Alyssa. But see, when Alyssa moved out the way, then we could see all things Jasmina. And see, Jasmina is more aware of the cameras. That's the difference. Like at first, she was just being low key, but it's confusing to me because when she gets around people, she's like, we have so much in common. Like I can see why they matched us because we're great together. How is that the case if you're sitting here saying you can't stand the man? Girl, anyway, Mrs. Smith says she wants a weak dude, someone that won't argue with her like her ex. Her and Lindsay are too much in their masculine energy. Absolutely, Mrs. Smith, speak your speech, pipe up, all of that. You are absolutely right because do y'all remember when she told Michael, yeah, those guys, they just didn't like to argue. No, they got tired of being steamrolled because you probably did the exact same thing, but then you could just, close the phone or not answer or block them because they didn't live in the same city and state. But you can't do that with Michael. And that's what's annoying her. She hates the fact that she cannot get away from Michael. She's like, oh my God, like, why must I see you every day, all day? And you're talking, just please. Like, I'm saying I want you to communicate with me, but I really don't. Shanice Bowen said she was, and whenever Alyssa would go off and have her fits, Jasmina will follow her, and she always defended Alyssa. And I knew someone right. This is when I did the rant over on Patreon. I did the rant because that when they were all sitting on the beach, it was Alyssa, Jasmina, Katina, and Katina's wig. When they were all on the beach, and Alyssa was going off about how things were being, you know, misconstrued with Chris, and he was trying to make her look away. Katina was actually trying to make Alyssa see that maybe it wasn't just Chris. Maybe she's looking at things in the wrong way. Jasmina didn't say a word, and I thought that was interesting. I was like, "Why are you not talking? Like, you're not saying anything." But when they got to that dinner. And Chris wanted clarity. And Jasmina piped up and said, well, I mean, right here is not the time. I spoke to her and she told me that she was going to talk to you. Well, baby, I don't know when she told you that because you didn't say one word to Alyssa when she was sitting on that beach with you, Katina, and Katina's wig. So I don't, you need to be quiet. Chris knows that this is the only way that he's going to get something out of her. It was in that very moment where I was like, okay, mm-hmm. Something about you and Alyssa, y'all giving Siamese cats right now. Y'all giving Siamese twins, honey. I ain't trusting it. Um, Erica said they are making their relationship the drama, and I don't like it. Michael seems too nice for her. He seems too like timid. And it's like I don't really feel like that's even really just his character. I feel like he can pipe up, but he's afraid because you know what I think it is? I think Michael, I don't know, child. This is all alleged. Okay. This is just my opinion. I feel like Michael has maybe never had a girl as pretty as Jasmina is. And so he's willing to just put up with basically anything. Not only does he want to be married, he wants to stay married, but Jasmina is a looker. So he's like, you know what? If I got to put up with a little bit of an attitude, then it's fine. And that ain't cool. Shay Bay 22 said, just a side note, y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Yes, child, please. Thank you so much for the super chat. And please like and subscribe to the channel. There are 819 of you on this live. I know there are other lives going on at the same time. You could be anywhere, but y'all chose to be over here for just a minute. So thank you so much. And we're about to end our live in about maybe like 30 minutes because we got to go off when it comes to Katina's wig, and Elijah one. So, I mean, sorry, Isaac. We're going to definitely go off when it comes to them. Coffee or Tea said, hold on. Michael is too nice to her. I wonder what his sisters think about her. That's what I was wondering, Coffee or Tea. I was like, you know what? I wonder what those sisters think about Jasmina. I really wonder. Like the way she's treating their brother, but then you know what? She act brand new when she get with the sister. Because when she took that sister in the bedroom, she was like, yeah, he's great. I love everything about him. I can see why they matched us. Every day I wake up, I thank the Lord. Girl, please, honey. Frederick, thank you for the super chat. Jasmina complains about his tone, but her stern tone is the issue. Her eye roll should go down in the history books. When she looked at that camera, Frederick, and she rolled her eyes, I said, "Oh hell, no. Girl, this is your decision day, Michael. Okay, she don't respect you. That's the biggest thing. She does not respect this man." And then when they were in the bed and they were talking to each other, and she was like, well, I didn't interrupt you, so that was good. And I'm thinking, when did this happen? Because I mean, y'all were cutting each other off. So when did you comply? I'm confused. And then when she talks to him, she speaks to him like those babies at the daycare. And I absolutely hate when she calls his name because we already know what's going to come behind it. It's Michael. Please stop it, Michael. Michael, are you serious? So you don't have a tone, Michael? Michael, I'm not doing any journaling. I told you that. You know what, Michael? I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Please stop calling his name, child. Please stop. Please don't call his name no more. I hate the way that she says his name. Adrian said, Michael is at least willing to acknowledge his issues, whereas Jasmina thinks she's never wrong. Exactly. And that's exactly what her friend said. Her friend said, girl, you don't like no tone and you never think you're wrong. She's like, that's because most times I'm not. Yes, you are. And you talk in circles and things make no sense when you speak. Because I thought something was wrong with me. Have you ever now this might just be me, but I'm going to ask y'all because y'all my people. Have y'all ever listened to someone speak and then you become more confused than when you first started listening to them speak? Like sometimes I really think maybe I need to take a class in something. Child, I don't know, just a class. Like I need to learn something because I legit feel dumb after hearing Jasmina speak. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't understand. What is she saying? She's saying that she's trying, but don't talk to her. What happened? Like I get so confused. So that's why most of the time when she speaks, I just move on, child, because I'm totally confused, and there's no other way around it, child. I just don't know what to do. I really don't. Okay, hold on. Let me get these comments because they are coming in. Tatiana said, "Has she ever?" Oh, child, y'all just moved Tatiana's coming right on out the way. Oh, child, Tatiana, you're getting lost in the sauce, girl. I'm trying to get to it as fast as possible. Hold on. She said, has she ever called him his name without being mad at him? I don't think so. Like, does she even use his name other than with a tone? I don't think she does. And every time she says it, I just cringe. Cause it's so she speaks to him like such a kid. And it makes me uncomfortable. And I think that's why when she says it, I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. Because Michael, do you hear me? I'm like, oh, okay, I can't do this. Lillian said, I was done with her when she was rolling her eyes. She is the one with the tone and stank attitude. She's so rude to him. She's absolutely disgusting to him at times. And it's not like he's perfect because he does lie, honey. He did lie about those roommates. But y'all know what? And I'm not trying to give him an excuse, okay? But I'm going to say this because I thought about this last night. Maybe he lied about those roommates because that's how afraid of her he is. And he thought if he told her about the roommates, she was gonna start with that Michael and all that. But then I thought again, I was like, well, now, Michael, I don't think I can give you that grace because she told you she had a male roommate at the reception. That was your turn to say, I also have a female roommate, not one, but two. And then you let her, while she still liked you for that 5 minutes, then you can let her decide what to do, but you didn't say nothing at all. And I think that on top of his sister saying that he's always in his head and everything else, she just don't like him. And I mean, I don't personally think that she's attracted to him. That's the thing too. Jerica, thank you for the super chat. Misha, you seen they bringing Hollywood back on Put a Ring on It? Moving forward. Absolutely, I saw that. And I said, not they bringing Hollywood back when I seen him and his girlfriend out in Houston. Child, that's just a little tea. I'm like, child, now he got a whole girlfriend in that H. Maybe they're bringing him back because, you know, they just needed a dater. I don't know, but that's still strange because, honey, you ain't dating nobody if you dating me. Absolutely not. Future said, yes. Where you need to take notes and make a flow chart to figure out what the hell is going on. Yes, Future. I'm like, what is she saying? Okay, is it me? Okay, maybe I don't get it, honey. Maybe I don't get it. That's what I was thinking. I said, okay, I might be a little crazy. Tink Tink said, Jasmine is a little weirdo. She's not right. Her eye ain't right. She is a little weirdo, child. Oh, honey, yes, she is. Shanice said, that's the definition of gaslighting, I do believe. It is the definition of gaslighting. When somebody try to confuse you with their words, saying this, that, and this and and you don't have no idea what they're saying at the end of it. Child, that ex used to do that to me all the time. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm confused. Or maybe he is telling the truth. Wait a minute, was he lying? Child, I used to be so confused. I'm like, you know what? I apologize. Child, I apologize to him at the end of it. I'm like, let me just apologize, child, so we can go eat, honey, because this right here, I'm confused. Mari said it was cringy when she was making comments about their lack of intimacy with Dr. Viv and with the girls, almost Lindsay level. Yes. And when she made she's like, I prefer that you communicate and connect with me on an emotional and physical level or something, she said. And then, or else I'm going to be dry and my stuff ain't getting wet for you. I'm like, okay. I understand that may be the case, but it was the way she was saying it. I was like, this right here, girl, this ain't it. And then how I knew that she was gonna say no on decision day when she said they lost an entire month because of whatever issues they arguing about in a circle. And when she said she missed dating. I said, okay, he's doomed. Meanwhile, Michael is over here telling everybody, I think we're about a 7. I mean, if you'd ask her, she'd say we're a 7. No, y'all are a -1. Okay. She don't like you. Sure. Big Mama's Kitchen. Hey, Big Mama. She doesn't like him, and everything he does works on her nerves. Everything. Dina the Explorer said, "Did y'all discuss how familiar Lindsay got with Dr. Viviana?" Yes, when she called that woman Viv, we did talk about that just a few minutes ago. I said, "Now she calling this woman Viv." Lindsay, you do not know this woman, honey. Amari said her delivery is off. Absolutely. Tiffany said, "Makes sense why her relationships were long distance." It makes absolute sense. Hey, Mike. Mike said, she flat out does not like him, period. She's counting down the days. I feel really bad for him. He should just count this as an L. He should. And I know he's going to keep on trying because she's a pretty girl. But, Michael, she's just not that into you. And I really hate to say that, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's just not happening. It's just really not happening. Hold on, let me get some more comments for them. And then we're gonna move on to Elijah Wan and Katina's wig. She talk crazy to everybody. The experts, Mike, Keisha. Are you talking about Lynn? Oh no, you talking about Jasmina. I didn't really hear her talk too slick with Keisha. She was trying to do that thing where she confuses people. But I didn't hear her really talk crazy. She just has a nasty tone when she speaks. And I'm like, girl, what the hell is wrong with you? Universal Soul Goddess. I agree. She might be a little hood booger on the low, but plays it up for the camera. She might got a little, I'm so hood. I wear my pants below my waist. Shout out to DJ Khaled. She might got a little hood in her, honey. We all got a little hood in us, okay? Bring when the right person bring it out of us. Denise said, it's the Jedi mind trick. It works on slow people. Child, it be confusing me so, Denise. I be sitting there like, okay, I might not comprehend what people say. Like I'm when I tell y'all I'm so serious about this, I actually went to Twitter after I did my review and I said, let me see if people can explain to me what Jasmina was saying. Because maybe I need to go to school. Okay. I might need to do homeschooling, and get some education, child, because she confusing me. Monique said, Monique said, aside from the roommate lie, I'm trying to think of any other time we've seen him do something wrong. She seems to be the one doing the most. I can't even debate you. Because that's what it's seeming like. And it's so blatant that even if he is doing something, we can't see it. Because the way you're behaving is overshadowing anything that he could possibly be doing wrong. So just fall back and relax, girl. What is wrong with you? Dina said, Jazz, Lindsay, O, and Alyssa are all one in the same. All of them. But you put O and we mean I, Dina, because we're gonna call him Isaac. Until he can act like he can treat people with some respect, he will not be deemed Elijah or Elijah or whatever he want his name to be. Child, treating that woman like that. That's a perfect transition on into Katina, Elijah One, and Katina's wig. Hey, KL. KL said, hey, ain't no one that bad for me to be treated like a child. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. And like she treats him like a straight up child. There's no other way to put it. Hey, Karina, thank you for the super chat. Jasmina is to Michael is what flat face heifer was to Jacob, and I really don't like it. Let me tell you something. I think she might be worse than that old flat face heifer. I think she might just be worse. I mean, even though Haley did try to build a Jacob, she brought him those clothes from Ross and whatnot and told him to put them on and twirl around. But you know what? Jasmina is worse. And let me tell you why. Because at least let Jacob touch her once. This man has got nothing from her but attitude. Girl, how you not even gave the man a kiss good, but you got an attitude all day, every day? That don't make no sense, honey. Where they do that at? Girl, what is wrong with you? Freedom said she's condescending and speaks to everyone like they're stupid. She does. And if she doesn't do that, her face does that. Even when she's just sitting still, because like when Dr. Viviana was speaking to her and she was trying to get an understanding, honey, because I think she was confused too. I was like, I think you're confused as well, Dr. Viviana. I'm sorry, Viv. I know Dr. Viviana wanted to tell Lindsay, girl, you do not know me like that. I know she did, but she was trying to be classy based and whatnot. I was like, Viv, just tell her she don't know you like that. Girl, I tell her. Tell us a whole fool. Gina said, did y'all notice how fast her mouth moves when she's reprimanding Michael? No, I didn't notice that. Because let me tell you something, I didn't start walking away from them. Like I really have. Even if you listen to my reviews, it ain't a whole lot of detail when it comes to Michael and Jasmine because I don't even pay attention to them. That is when I take a refreshing beverage break. Always Coca-Cola. Honey, I go get something to drink. Y'all will not give me a headache and talk in circles. That's exactly why I'm not in a relationship because my ex used to do the exact same thing. I'm not about to keep arguing with you about stuff that don't make no sense. So therefore, and thus and such, I'm disengaging. And I have to get up and go. So no, I've never noticed. But I noticed how she says his name and I hate it. I'm like, girl, please stop saying his name. Okay, let's move on to the main event. Okay. Cause this is some foolishness. And plus, child, my stomach growling and I'm hungry and whatnot. So I gotta get to the food, honey. Oh, I am hungry, child. I was trying to do this and upload stuff to Patreon, and then I was trying to, do a little research on some other things I want to do. So, yeah, here we go. Hey, TJ. All right. We are here with Elijah Isaac and his hairline, Katina and her wig and her tears, and Dr. Viviana and her pretty dress. Isaac, why on earth do you insist on putting Katina down? I don't understand it. It's I think you get a sick satisfaction out of I just don't understand why you're treating her this way. Because she didn't want to sweep the floor. And let me tell you something. Because I think that everybody has a station in life. And every job is a job that somebody needs to do. Okay. If you don't want to do it, somebody got to do it. But I was looking at Isaac's job title. And Katina kept saying, he works overnight. He works overnight. He works overnight. And I'm like, what could he possibly be doing overnight? And I looked, hey, Vonnie, and I looked at his job title and it said he was like a sanitation advisor or something like that, or a sanitation something. But when I saw the word sanitation and I realized that he worked for the city, I put two and two together. And I'm like, okay, you are taking on your job and bringing it home, honey, acting just like what you drop off at night or pick up in the morning. Please stop. Please stop it. Okay. When I saw that, I immediately thought, no, I didn't think janitor. I thought garbage man. I'm like, okay, so you're just being the trash that you pick up. Stop it. Stop treating her this way and stop looking at her and seeing her cry now that you know that she can cry. Because you see, this is the thing. Y'all know what? I had an ex just like him. And after I thought about it, I said, that's what he was doing. So y'all remember at the wedding, let's just go back. At the wedding, he was just completely, enthralled with all things Katina. Yes, coffee or tea. I think he's a garbage man as well. Now he bringing home the garbage and acting like it. Child, if you don't stop. So I feel like he was taking stock and, he was taking mental notes. She didn't cry at the wedding. Okay, so does she really like me? And then when he said, yeah, I feel like you don't have feelings. I mean, you didn't cry at the wedding, you didn't cry on the honeymoon. And I'm like, why do you want her to cry so bad? I wasn't understanding it. So I was like, you want her to cry because of what? And then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, ever since she didn't cry at that wedding, you've been trying to make her pay for that. Ever since she didn't cry at that wedding, that's what you've been keeping in the back of your mind until today's date. And on top of that, when she said she didn't want to clean the floor or whatever, that's when my account for commenting said he teaches yoga classes. Child, he ain't teaching. Well, honey, he need to namaste his ass somewhere else and stop treating this woman like dirt. Charlotte's giving a fool. Monique, thank you for the super chat. Misha, you are me and I am you. I had to Google waste operations manager, make sure my definition was accurate. I did too. I said, wait a minute. I said waste. Oh, okay. This relationship is a waste. Cut it out. Stop treating her like that and watching her cry and you didn't even console her. Now, one time, did he hit her with that woo 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 woo? I'm sorry. No, he turned it all the way around and started saying, you aren't vulnerable. Like, how can I know I'm doing something wrong if you're not vulnerable? How dare you turn this around on her? All she's doing is crying because you're breaking her down. She just sat here and said, I feel like I'm getting beat up. And you switch it around and say, you don't say anything to me. You're closed off. You're not vulnerable. And then Viv gonna look at him and say, because he said, I think it's frustrating. Dr. Viviana gonna say, no, it's scary. No, you're scary. And so is Elijah one. Okay. Both of y'all are scary in this moment. What are y'all even talking about? The girl is breaking down. Like, what? Two L's with the foolishness. What she say? Isaac Caroline. Looks like somebody pushed his muffin cap back blue. Gone somewhere, Heads Murphy. Shout out to Mo. You gotta go, two L's. You gotta go. Ooh, child, I keep giving you chance after chance after chance because I see that super chat. girl, girl, I say good day. Oh, honey, I said good day. Child, I'm not about to let y'all worry me. Melanie, thank you for the super chat. Okay, coming in after 2L's foolishness. I feel like Isaac's standards changed when he got Katina and not a Karen. I mean, let's speak on it. Let's get into it if we're going to get into it, Melanie. Okay. Cause I mean, that's what it's seeming like to me. It's seeming like that's what he really wanted. Then he got Katina and he had a little sticker shock. And at first he was like, wow, she's beautiful. But then when he started to see, because I'm gonna say this about Katina. I'm just gonna say this. Katina gives me like, what's going on? Like head in the clouds kind of thing sometimes. She does give me that. I ain't gonna lie. And I think I said that I don't know where I said it. I might have said it on the phone with the friend, but I know I've said it. I feel like she gives me kind of lost sometimes. Like she's not really paying attention. So in some respect, I think that may be part of what he's talking about. But boy, you're nothing to phone home about. And then all of a sudden he was happy when she put out some Skittles and some Scooby snacks. Now all of a sudden you're okay because she got these plastic things from the Dollar Tree. Shout out to the Dollar Tree. She has these plastic containers from the Dollar Tree and she's put out a concession stand and now you're cool. Boy, if you don't shut up, honey, go on with that. Go on, honey. Shayla, thank you for the super chat. When Katina lit up, when he cried those manipulative crocodile tears, I saw red. Shayla, when I tell y'all I was cussing all up and through here, I was so happy my son was asleep. Girl, don't smile. He told them that this was his plan. Y'all remember last episode when he sat up there and told the guys, maybe I need to shed a tear and then she'll get it. So he mustered up a tear and he cried. Like, child, if that ain't a sucker move, I don't know what is. Omar, thank you for the super chat. If Elijah one truly loves some Katina, he would let her know it's okay to take that wig. Omar, Omar, let me try to find your super chat. Goodbye, Omar. Now he will let her know it's okay to take that wig off. He will let her know it's okay to take that wig off and let them baby hairs breathe. Breathe again. Shout out to Tony Braxton. Y'all so shady. Oh, y'all come over here to be shady every Thursday night. I don't see y'all being that shady on the other channels, child. Y'all know it's an opinionated fool over here. That's why. Y'all like, let me go over here. Misha gonna allow me to be shady, child. Let me go over here and act the fool. See, everybody else be being sophisticated with their reviews. Child, they really be getting into it. I really admire Little Black Book. Cause baby, he be like dissecting them, honey, and sending them to therapy and everything. Meanwhile, I'm like Katina's wig. Oh, child. Oh, I can't be trusted. Honey, it ain't gonna be no therapy sessions over here. I'm gonna get them all the way together. Child, I'm gonna read them down and then I'm gonna let y'all do it. Because that's what we do. Oh, honey. He's like the calm to my storm. Like y'all come over here and act a fool, then y'all go over there and be like, absolutely. Absolutely. He does need to be diagnosed. You are absolutely right. But over here, y'all be like, her wig need to be her wig need to be washed. Oh, child. Krista said, I need Isaac to be like his hairline and start doing Krista, goodbye. Oh no, wait a minute. Not disappear. Not disappear like his hairline, child. Oh, honey, that is good to me. I'm not about to let y'all worry me. I really am not. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to let y'all do it. Oh, honey, this is funny. My cow. It is. The, re- the reason why I can't stop laughing is because that hairline is getting gone. Oh, child, it is getting gone, child. Y'all know what? Well, while I'm talking about this, while it's fresh on my mind, this is what happened to me in the comments a few days ago. Somebody commented, I think it was last week, and they said, "Oh my God, like every time I come over here, okay, now y'all heard every time, so that means you've been back more than once to get a little shade, honey. Every time I come over here, I mean, I just don't even understand why, because I mean, I really feel like I should go over to somebody's channel. I can't remember whose channel it was, but it's like a therapist and they break it down or whatever. And I'm like, let me tell you something, person, okay? We all have individual styles of doing things. Some people like to, rant. Some people have full on rant channels. You ain't gonna get nothing else but a rant. You gonna go over there and they gonna rant on what they feel like. Then you have people who just throw shade. You got people who, they gonna cuss from beginning to end. You got people who's gonna dissect it and say this is what they need to do, and I feel like this is the level of whatever. Let people be who they are. So for whoever that person is, I can't remember their name, but please let me be, child. This how I operate. Okay, just let us have fun. It's stuff going on outside. So just allow us to have fun. We're letting our hair down. It's called let's chat. We're just chatting like we would if we were on the phone. So child, if you don't go. But that's just a side note, child. It just crossed my mind. My account for commenting said Isaac needs to reach out to Hollywood to get a new hairline. Did y'all see Hollywood's old pics? Baby, yes, I did. I said, child, not the toupee for men, honey. Look, I thought I was the only one that noticed that my account for commenting, you be noticing everything. When I tell you everything, hold on, wait a minute. The chat moving so fast. Kimberly said something. I watch a therapist too. It's calm. I have many layers though. Like, exactly. Like, I just want to talk about, I really want to get in depth with it sometime. And sometimes I'm just like, let's just roast them for a whole hour and 30 minutes. Because we want to get these things off of our chest. See, the thing that people don't understand is we have to endure this for a whole hour and 30 minutes. We understand that they are people too. This is harmless shade. I would never intentionally put something up that I think is going to destroy someone's character or their feelings or whatnot. But sometimes you just want to let your hair down, child. Like, I don't know what to tell you, child. I really don't. Christina said, "You tell people in the beginning you give a little bit of shade." Absolutely. And that's why I put that disclaimer. Because at first I used to just go into the shade and they're like, "Oh, child, we weren't expecting all that." So now I have to tell them, "Oh, honey, it's a whole fool." People gonna complain about anything, child. They don't like to have fun. Go on, wig. Not you, Katina. Go on, wig, honey. Shayla said, when Dr. Viviana said, "No, I do know. I'm the expert." I said, "Yes." When she said, "I am the expert," I said, "I know that's right, honey. You better go toe to toe with Isaac. Honey, you better speak your speech and pipe up." And let me tell you what I did appreciate about Dr. Viviana in this scene. Shout out to Viv. She was not doing that thing that they do. You know how all the Married at First Sight experts get together when they come with the people and they try to act like, well, let's use our expertise and speak real expert like. No, she straight up gave it to him, straight no chaser. I am the expert. I think I know what I'm talking about. The way that you're talking is going to have you divorced several times. I said, girl, give me a little neck roll with it. Let's get into it. Baby, Dr. Viviana was like, "You will not play in my face." Okay. Now you might do that to Katina and Katina's wig, but you will not play in my face. And Katina, I'm speaking directly to you. Stop trying to woo him. Stop trying to prove your love. I got to fight every night to prove my love. No, you don't. Okay. A man that wants you will show you that he wants you. You don't have to lick Tito's out of his belly button. You don't have to buy him Skittles and Pringles and Pop Tarts or whatever it is you were buying up in there, Reese's Pieces. You don't have to do that. If he likes you, it's going to come natural. And y'all knew how I knew he just didn't like her. Okay. It's aside from all this foolishness he was talking, when he said to her, she said, "What do you think is the best thing about me physically?" No, she said, "If you could change one thing about me physically, what would it be?" And I was bracing myself because I was like, if this man say something Chris season 12 like, I'm about to lose my mind. But I sat there and I waited and he goes, "You're good. You're good. God made you good. God made you good like you are. It's just good." I said, "Oh, baby, he don't like her, honey." As many words as Elijah One was using when he first met Katina, there is no way that he did not have words for her when she asked him that question. Boy, anyway, you could have really elaborated if you wanted to say you're perfect just the way you are. But no, you didn't do that. I was like, okay, he don't like a child. I feel so bad. But I mean, word on the street is that we may be wrong, child, but I don't know. Ursula said, as a domestic violence survivor, I am seeing signs of abusive behavior in Isaac. They start off with mental abuse. Ursula, I'm so sorry that happened to you. First of all, let's get into that first. Secondly, I'm right there with you, sister. If you have been following my channel for a while, you already know that is why I'm behind the screen. You already know that that's why I don't show my face. And if you've heard some of my story times, then I stand with you 100%. And I'm so sorry that you had to endure that. And you are absolutely right. They start off with mental abuse. Then comes the physical. Katina needs to run now before those cameras turn off. Ursula, absolutely. When I tell you this is the realest comment ever, because they start by breaking you down mentally and then it gets physical. And then there's no escape. And she's starting to become almost traumatized. Did you see the way she was looking down? She had her held head down. Her head held down when she was being berated by Isaac. Because Dr. Viviana was like, all I hear is cooking and cleaning. And he said, oh no, I have other things. It's not just cooking and cleaning. She's lazy. When this man came out of his mouth and called that girl lazy, I spewed out so much venom in here. Child, y'all would have been like, who is this lady? This can't be the one that's moving forward. Oh, yes, it's absolutely the one that's moving forward and that's moving backwards, back, forth, and forth. So therefore, and thus and such, I'm cussing him out. Because how dare you call her lazy? I'm like, dude, you are really insufferable. Like, it's giving pathetic at this point. Like, Miss Brown Sugar said, I think it's opposite. What are we talking about? Hold on, we got 4 more minutes to go in on Isaac. Cause child, his stomach growling louder and louder, and pretty soon y'all gonna be able to hear it on camera, child. Miss Brown Sugar said, I think it's the opposite at Adriana. I doubt O would be as demanding and demeaning to anyone other than a black woman. I have to agree with that. I feel like he's taking some of his aggressions out on her. Like, what is wrong with you, dude? What is wrong with you? Why do you think that makes sense? Child, I don't know where the second mom is that gave the jersey over to Katina, but she needs to come back so Katina can give it back to her. You cheer his bald head song, okay? Because I ain't gonna be able to do it. Child, it's enough room for everybody. I love your reviews, a little black book and a few others. Yes, absolutely. There's enough room for everybody. I like that everybody brings something different. Child, people just be trying to pit people against each other and try to stir up drama. Child, we don't subscribe to that over here, okay? Nothing but good vibes and a little bit of shade. Get on out here with that. Shanice said he thinks he's a prize because he shows emotions, but since she doesn't, he feels the need to turn up his toxic masculinity to force her into submission. And I don't even think he shows emotion. I don't see any emotion he's showing besides rude as hell. You know what? I was almost wondering what it would be like if Jasmina and Isaac were together. Child, that would be a sight for sore eyes. But you know what? I think Jasmina would have liked Elijah Wan. I think she would have liked him aesthetically. She probably would have been a totally different woman. I wonder how that would be. Thank you, Ileana. He will continue this behavior throughout the whole season, and she wants this so bad she's accepting it. Poor Katina. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, and that's what I didn't like. When her head was held down like that, I was like, okay, this is becoming too much. This is becoming entirely too much. And then he turned it around and she said, okay, I'm gonna be more vulnerable and I'm gonna try. I said, okay, I'm gonna get ready to cut somebody. Like, don't do that. And I feel like Dr. Viviana should have taken Katina somewhere separately. She should have spoken to them separately. They should have never been in the same room where he could just continue to bring her down and treat her like she's less than. He should have not been allowed to do that. But Katina, some people are saying that they don't feel sorry for you because now you're just willingly participating by allowing him to do these things while you suck Tito out of his belly button hair. Stop doing that. I don't care what you do for him, he's not going to care about it. Let me tell you what I learned a long time ago. Katina, I'm speaking directly to you. Honey, I don't know if you are listening. I don't know if you stop in. And let me tell you something. When I say Katina and Katina's wig, that's because I'm silly like that. Okay. Your wig is very pretty. It was a little heavy at the wedding, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But girl, let me tell you what I learned a long time ago. I had a boyfriend. Okay. And I would do everything for him. And for me, I'm thinking, I'm doing everything for him. I'm treating him nice. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm doing everything, right? Because we live together. One day we were in the middle of an argument. And I said to him, after everything I've done for you, do y'all know this man looked at me and said, I didn't ask you to do that. You did that because you wanted to. From then on, I understood, honey, you do things because you want to. Because people will throw back in your face, well, I didn't ask you to do that. So for me, I just feel like stop taking body shots, honey, and teach Noy what it is while you're at it. But stop doing that and stand up for yourself and be who you are. Like, stop trying to persuade him to like you. You are going to forever be trying to prove yourself. It's not worth it. Child, it is really not worth it. And Isaac, you need to get yourself together. You need to get your mind right. I don't know who's told you that you are the bee's knees, but honey, you are not. You really are not. Deneen said he turned that love bombing switch off so quick. He sure did. She's disoriented and trying to get to back to the beginning. She sure is. Absolutely. Because the way he was standing in front of her at that honeymoon, and I called BS then. And at first I was like, girl, you just really. I remember somebody saying in the comments, girl, you just really don't like Elijah Wan. I said, no, I don't. Because I can see that there was something in him that just was not right. Because even when he was telling her all those nice things and he had those, Married at first sight rose petals laid out. I was like, this finna be a whole fool and he's a lie. Everything that he's saying is a lie. And look, Brushwork by Susie. Yeah, I actually don't understand her. She seems ditzy to me. You don't know him well enough to want to please him like that. It's odd to me. Like, don't get me wrong, he's weird and toxic, but she's doing too much. She is. She's doing absolutely too much because she wants to prove to him that she's worthy of him saying yes on decision day. Did you hear when she said, I'm going to do all these things because, you know, I want to make sure that he chooses me and we both say yes on decision day? I'm like, what? Angel in Disguise said, I was watching at Scotty by Nature's review and he said he's looking to connect with you. He finds your reviews funny and wants to invite you to come on his panel, just the messenger. Oh, okay. Well, I will definitely reach out to him. Thank you for telling me. Yvonne said, I think the experts need to retire. They are truly hurting people. It's more heartbreaking than it is entertaining. And let me say this to y'all too. This is what I was thinking, y'all. Now, y'all don't kill me, okay? Because I know y'all might be like, Misha, girl, I know you lying. But I really think I'm just going to be out next season. This show not even fun to watch. It's not entertaining. It's not good. It's not fun. Like, I feel like we could do something else on a Wednesday. Like, what y'all want to do? We can get together and do something else. Like, I don't know if I want to keep continue on. But then there are some people who rely on the reviews because they don't watch the show. But I feel like I don't want to subject myself to it either. I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. I really am struggling because I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I really don't feel like it no more. KO said, this is what Katina is used to, and this is the type of black woman Isaac only hooks up with. Absolutely, KO. And I said that too. I feel like she's been stuck in a pattern of a man that is, emotionally abusive. And she's just used to being treated like this and trying to prove herself. Like, I don't know. Hey, Exotic Expression Dance Fitness. She said, heat up Wednesday nights. Yeah, I need to do something else on Wednesday. Cause like I'm just not like it's almost like a chore. I'm getting sick of seeing Jasmina roll her eyes. And then we went from I was gonna say bad to badder to worse. Honey, badder ain't even a word. But I mean, it's just like it's not making no sense. Denise said, Katina is brainwashed. She is still operating in a victim's mentality. She needs to find her worth. She does. And you know what? She needs to stop being so defensive when her friends were actually trying to tell her what's up. Because when that friend was telling her about Elijah One, she didn't want to hear it. Katina, you are going to have to listen. I know you want a marriage, honey, and I know you want a marriage to work, but not at the expense of your sanity. I'm telling you, as soon as you have a baby with him, all hell gonna break loose. Please don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look, Maya told me, no, don't quit. It's crazy. Belicious28, thank you for the super chat. Misha, can we get a segment of you doing impersonations? Can you start with Shane? What are you wearing over there? And end with Portia singing. Oh, child, I got so many of them. We got to put Tommy in there too. Because y'all know I'm going to talk about Tommy from Ready to Love if I don't do nothing else. Tommy needs to go on, call me on over to Ready to Love and let me host a reunion with him so we can get into it. Dina the Explorer said, I feel like Isaac has treated every woman like this. His brother said he wants to mold them into the woman he wants. I feel like he could be a jerk. That's probably why he only sleeps with him. He's so scumbaggy. That ain't even a word, child. It's going to be a word today. Okay. He's such a scumbag that he treats women like crap. He can't sustain a relationship. So he just sleeps with them and moves on to the next. Stop it. Okay, stop talking to this woman crazy. Stop treating her this way. Stop telling her everything that is wrong with her. And if you're going to do that, try balancing it out with some things that are positive. Like everything is negative all day, all the time. Stop doing that. Exactly. Tink Tink. Tink Tink said, he ain't even all that cute. I know that's right, y'all. Anti Karen said, I agree. I think Jasmina likes toxic men. I think she does too. Tick Tick said, balding bastard. Don't make no sense. Leave that woman alone. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Let me get a few more comments and then I'm going to go eat y'all. Susan said, mistreatment of women, but Chris was exploited too by Alyssa. Yeah, I'm with you, Susan. You're absolutely right. Mistreatment of people, period, on this show. It's hard. It really is very hard to watch. And then you know what? It's also triggering for me because I've been a Katina. That's another thing. And then he gonna sit on his grown behind and say, what you're doing right now is just triggering. I said, I know this boy did not fix his mouth to say this woman is triggering him. Are you serious right now? Not she triggering you and you triggering half of America. Have you looked at Twitter? Child, he gonna have to go into hiding, just like Zach did from season 13, child. He gonna have to go into hiding. And we ain't heard nothing from Chris. Child, let me knock on wood for Chris reappear. Child, let me knock on wood. Child, Chris gonna reappear and start. Y'all said I was the worst husband in Married at First Sight. His Chris, you are definitely in the Hall of Fame. You know how they have those heads on Mount Rushmore? You up there, Chris. You, Isaac. Let me see who else can be up there. Who else can be on the Mount Rushmore of heads for Married at First Sight? Child, it's just ridiculous. Thank you for the super chat, Julia. Do Midday Miss Wednesday. I do Midday Miss, but I do it on Patreon. Because you know how child of people like to tussle over on the YouTube street sometimes. Thank you for the super chat as well. Okay, some people are saying Matt. Hey, Maisha. Some people are saying Matt, Luke. Yep, Matt. Oh, child, I forgot about Matt. Oh, yeah, Matt. Oh, Johnny. Look out, Jose. Baby, look. It could be Zach, both of them. Absolutely. Donette said, reinforcing some real stereotypes. The experts need to will and come again. And they need to do it because we're watching these train wrecks every single season and it's not getting better. But then you know what? I can't wait to see what Isaac has to say when Dr. Pepper is like leaning in and she's like, keep talking, Elijah Wan, keep talking. I can't wait for that episode. Oh, I can't wait for that. I have been waiting all season just for that episode. But y'all, it is 9:37 Central Standard Time. Y'all done gave me some good old names, honey. I forgot all about Matt. Definitely Luke Shawnery. And hey, Shawnery, definitely. Alyssa. Alyssa and Flat Face Heifer. Oh, now we're gonna have a separate one for the women, but we need a Mount Rushmore head for Married at First Sight men. The lying dude from DC that was a yoga instructor and a janitor in the same building, baby, telling full on lies. Oh, child, well, I guess it's kind of been toxic, y'all. Maybe we just wasn't paying attention. Child, because it's a whole food. Do y'all hear me? Disco Sprinkle said Zach is the only one who spoke the truth. He did it poorly, but Mindy knew where she stood with him. Touche. It was the producers that kept putting her in that toxic situation. I have to agree with you on that, Disco Sprinkles. You're right. And Lifetime. Let me just say this to y'all, honey. I'm speaking directly to y'all, honey. I see y'all having a whole bunch of YouTubers over on the Lifetime streets. I mean, I'm not doing anything but making people watch your show and telling them and putting a little zhuzh on it every Thursday morning. You might want to shoot your girl a lifeline. I'm just saying. Child Lifetime hate me. And that's cool. That's just a side note. Child, that's just a side note. Honey, we are done with this live. Oh, Isaac, you need to get yourself together, okay? You really do. And wait a minute, but next episode though, y'all, because I want to say this before we end this live. Next episode, Katina finds her voice. Because baby, she said, take this off of me. I got some things to say. And baby, she is going off. Do you hear me? She is going off on all things Isaac, and I can't wait to hear it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he cheated. I don't know if it was something in the phone, but baby, I am ready to hear it. Hey, better be sure. I am ready to hear what it is that she has to say because, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be some explosions. And as far as the rest of the season is concerned, it's just another roller coaster up and down and down and up. I am like so confused about Decision Day. This is the most confused I've been since season 1. I thought season 13 kind of tripped me up a little bit, but it's not even as confusing as season 14 is because I really don't know who is going to go with who and who's going to say yes and who's going to say no. It's giving me Love is Blind vibes. Like we don't know. We could be in for some surprises. We just never know. But y'all, I had so much fun chatting with y'all in our whole, hey Lawrence, thank you for the super chat. In our whole organized or unorganized chaos of a chat. I love to get together with y'all every Thursday or Saturday and talk about Married at First Sight. Also, before I go, y'all, if y'all want to have a ready to love chat on Saturday, then I'm gonna put it in the community tab. Please take a vote because I don't know if y'all want to talk about them because they ain't really giving us nothing. Look, JoJo said, you confused? It seems clear as day to me. But listen, JoJo, it seems clear as day to us because we got common sense. But you know how they like to do. Like, I feel like Mark and Lindsay may say yes. But then I feel like Lindsay might say no, or Mark might say no. He might stand up for himself. I do feel like Jasmina may say no, but then I feel like she might say yes so she can ride out the married at first sight married wave. Like, you know how they like to do and create YouTube videos and channels and all that. I feel like Katina's gonna say yes, but what if her wig tells her right before to say no? Child, so you just never know. Well, all right, y'all. I got to go. Let me go get some food, honey. I will be back tomorrow night with Ready to Love. And what else comes on? I think that's it. Yeah, just Ready to Love. And we're gonna be back on Saturday with maybe a Ready to Love chat, but I'm not sure if y'all want to do that or not. Please take a vote. It's gonna be in the community tab. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Have a good night. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night night, y'all.